Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. Listen, I really enjoy reading the comments and really we can learn from each other. I learned so much from you guys. And this here about the young teenage girl, this is so typically girls commit crimes too, but typically males commit more crimes than women. And it's about the teen. The title, as you can see, teen fires shotgun at grandmother, hitting her in the back, and gets in a shootout. She gets in a shootout with the police. So, wanted to go over some comments. Nobi Neo says she doesn't look healthy. Something is wrong with her. I agree. Dime Diamond says teen, she is rough, angry, and ragged for a teenager. Yep, looks rough, not well kept. Novella Dolphin said there is a strong possibility that the grandmother allowed the girl to be essayed by family members. The grandmother may have been abusive throughout her whole life. Usually, abuse victims tend to call the police when they harm their perps. Much like women in a DV situation who delete their abusers and stay at the scene of the crime, they don't run. I pray this young girl gets the help that she needs, and I hope there is an explanation for this. I am not so quick to feel sorry for the grandmother. She may be a demon. And I saw that. Thanks so much for sharing, because this perspective right here from Miss Novella Dolphin. Hope you ladies are enjoying your day. Dime Diamond, as well as Neo Neo. But yes, thanks for commenting, all of you guys. But this right here from Novella Dolphin, that's a perspective, to be honest, didn't occur to me. And it made me think about a young lady who I know who was essayed, and the mother, the church going lady, looked the other way. Oh, and by the way, the other church people, other people knew about it, and guess what? That lady wasn't ostracized. Instead, they coddled her and, supported her, and then some made comments behind her back, but they kept it moving. Because I thought it was rather weird. Most time when people are criminals and they're violent, they want to get away. So they're not going to stand there and call the police. But I totally agree. Like a DV victim, trying to kill the husband. They've gone through so much. They're not trying to necessarily get away with a crime. And I thought it was so weird. It said that she called the police and said she was about to shoot someone. Where is this anger coming from? And I believe there's a point. We don't know the grandmother. We just know, based on the report, the act of violence. But yeah, it begs the bigger question. How do we even get there? How? Where is this anger coming from? And it's sad but true. There is a strong possibility that the grandmother may have allowed the girl to be essayed by family members because, and I talk fast, can't help it, because guess what? That does often happen. And in this community, in the BC, Black women and girls, we'll never believe. More than anything, we're blamed. Listen, we're already blamed right now for grown men entering our lives, having consensual relationships. We're blamed for getting pregnant. You would think we're holding men at gunpoint. Get your butt over here and get me pregnant. You know what I'm saying? We're blamed. We're blamed for when the men don't want to take accountability. She's weaponizing child support, but putting that man on child support. Oh no, these Black women. I've heard another content creator, well-known, educated Black man, talk about Black women and getting the men locked up on child support. I am done. I'm done. And it wasn't what I did today. It's another one. So they're getting locked up on child support all because because they're not paying. So the Black woman turning him in. What a Black woman supposed to do? Just suffer in silence? Let him stay in his apartment when he got his joystick going on, and you just go to work, and if it's not enough money, hey, take you and the child and live up on the bridge. We're blamed for everything. So oftentimes, it is especially, I think, difficult in our community to come forward because guess what? You're not believed. Oh, these little fast girls. That's often the excuse. Not the men. The little fast girl. Well, she shouldn't have been wearing that skirt. She shouldn't have been wearing those shorts. She shouldn't have went outside. Maybe she should have been breathing that day. It's always an excuse. And people look the other way. And these men, that's why I said, I don't want to hear about, oh, they have it hard or no. I think black women do. Because no matter what the men do collectively in the BC, they can run back here and they can be coddled. They can find shelter and safety. A black woman, not necessarily so. A lot of times, the black girls are often taken advantage of, and guess what? People will know it. Remember the video I did maybe last year about that mother? She was essayed, I think, by her father or uncle, and then that crazy witch, I wish I could squeeze her neck. I'm sorry, I don't promote violence. Then that crazy witch gonna sit up there and drop her daughter off to be babysitted by that Negro. Oh, girl. Ooh. Why the hell would you do that? And you said he did it to you, fool. Oh, that ran me hot. It's done ran me hot now. Let me bring it down. Why the hell would you do some mess like that? Oof. That's the norm. Someone said, you always saying about the black community, what we doing wrong and everybody else. Well, let's get it straight. I'm not saying every other community is doing everything right. But yeah, we're doing a whole lot of wrong. And that's the problem. We want to go ahead and smile for the camera like everything is fine and just dying inside. What something happened. Something led to this with this young girl. The question is, what happened? This is not a normal upbringing. This kind of hatred to pull a shotgun. And I know sometimes you try to tell these black women about these things, they'll try to shut you down. These men can do no wrong. It's like sometimes people want to act like the norm. Oh, this happens and just deal with it. No, this mess has to stop. This young girl needs a psych consult. How did we get to this point? This isn't like, oh my gosh, I couldn't drive my car. They took my keys and I'm mad. No, this is an anger. This, I think, is take a shotgun and shot on the back. This has to be a deep-rooted anger. And it is not uncommon in this community. I don't care about them wearing a church's chicken head on their head on Sunday and hollering all of that stuff. It's not uncommon. They will protect the man at the expense of the daughters. Oh, that's very common, honey, in this community. You want to bet? Very common. So how do we get here? They'll see things happen, and we're just told to shh, be quiet. Don't talk about that. What stays in this house, what happens in this house stays in this house. Well, guess what? Sometimes what happens in that old dungeon of a house, it needs to come out. How did we get here? Something happened, people. I'm not saying it's okay to shoot somebody in the back, but the fact that this is a very just interesting statement. The fact that she waited, why would she wait? Most criminals, they want to pop, 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 and get to boogity boogity. Look at the first 48. We will sit up here in this community, and of course, it happens in all communities. I've seen a white female look up here. The daughter's like, nope. Got older, had her own family. It was like, why she doesn't want her daughter, who's maybe, look to me if I had to guess, maybe like around 4, with her dad, because she knew what her father had done. And when she confronted that mother, you know what her mother said? She pretty much, she knew what was going on. She's like, you knew Mom wouldn't say anything. And the mother acknowledged that she knew, but she know that right there, where were they gonna go? He was the breadwinner. Oh my gosh. We would have been boxing up, and he would have got pop, pop, pop. You know what I'm saying? But in this community, we don't have a chance in the outside community. In the inside, it's just as worse. So I guess she'll stay there and be abused. Where did this anger come from? And she's right. We don't know. It's a strong possibility. Hate to say it. Sometimes women hate women. Sometimes older women, they will get jealous of younger women. You think they won't? As I said before, what are we telling our daughters? She'll learn just like I did. That's a raggedy behind mother. That's a raggedy behind grandmother. She'll figure it out. That person, a woman that thinks that way, she doesn't love her daughters, and she doesn't love herself. See, yeah, things like this here. I thought about that young girl who was being essayed by her father. And when she had that freak out in that cafeteria, I was like, whoa, what happened? She had dropped that tray and just started screaming. So we went to church together and I went over there to talk to her. People looking at her crazy. Damn, I should have closed that position. Sorry, I'm trading as I do this video. But yeah, people looking at her crazy. I just went to her. I'm like, something is wrong. Gave her a hug, girl, and then that's when she let it all out what happened, and she wrote it down. She actually wrote it down in a letter that blocked my mind, blew my mind. I couldn't believe it. Letter had me so because we were like in junior high, so back that time, people wouldn't have any. You may have a sex education class, but they weren't like it is now. These kids know everything. It was like, whoa, I knew this was not right. Letter had me so freaked out. I actually took it home and put it in a drawer and hid it there for a while. Then I gave it to my mom. It was like, whoa, what do I? It's crazy. So this here, good question. How did we get here? How? How did we get here? Something happened. Again, in this community, not surprised. Not surprised at all. Because women are not valued and they're not believed. So yeah, where's all this anger coming from? To pick up a shotgun. It makes me wonder, did she see the grandmother as a source of the anger? Did she see her grandmother as, you didn't protect me? Where did the anger come from? And this first sentence is sad to say, but guess what? It's possible. That's the part that hurts. It's possible. So thanks for pointing that out. It's just sad all around. And what makes it worse is that, don't forget, children don't ask to be here. None of us ask to be here. That's why some people don't need to be parents. They're not prepared. Sometimes you think, it's not a loving mom. It could be a parent, mom and dad. It could be a single mom, loving mom. But sometimes it's just some woman met some dust bucket, had some drinks and got lit, didn't use protection, got pregnant, and that's it. And there is no forethought. There's no plan for how to raise that child in a protective environment. And she may need counseling. Where is this anger coming from? And Novella Dolphin, yeah, like Diamond said, teen, she is rough, angry, and ragged for a teenager. Something's going on. She's not well taken care of. And Novella Dolphin, this is a point I did not consider. Thanks so much for sharing. I agree. It's possible why it happens every day. It's no big secret. It's not like that's an anomaly. Are you kidding? And the females are always blamed. Don't forget, most disrespected, unprotected. Anyway, thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share, and let me know your thoughts on the matter. And I'm out.